What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today is super exciting because I have a new exhaust for the 8.6. So as you guys may know, I previously had the R400 from NVIDIA and it was great. It was quiet, a very tame exhaust for sure, but I felt like this car needed something a little more exciting just because, you know, it's the fun car in the fleet, and I don't know, I never had this car loud per se, so I decided to get something else. And of course, a good deal popped up on the marketplace, so I just had to get it. You know, I wasn't intending on getting a new exhaust anytime soon, but once you see something that you want, you should definitely go ahead and go for it. So that's what I did. But yeah, the Catback is the Greddy Revolution RS Catback, so it's a single exit. I actually got the version for the 13 to 16 FRS BRZ 8.6. So technically it is the older version of this exhaust, but it fits just fine on my 2020. So let's take a closer look at the exhaust. So here it is, guys. This is the Greddy RS, or Greddy Revolution RS single exit exhaust. It's a 3-inch catback. This tip is huge though, so as you can imagine, this exhaust is pretty loud. I also have the Tomei unequal length Catless header as well, so that will contribute to the overall audio level. But honestly, it sounds amazing and it actually looks pretty cool. I mean, I like the dual tips, of course, because this bumper is meant for dual tipped exhaust, but I think the single exit cannon per se does look pretty sick. So yeah, this is the original version. I guess they can call it the Zenki version, the 13 to 16 model years for this car, because it exits from the left. So if it was the 17 plus, it would exit from the right. So this is what was available on marketplace, and honestly it fits just fine. It's as long as you get the full catback, it will fit. Otherwise it probably won't, because of the different hanger design found on the newer cars. But I got the whole catback, so the whole thing fit. Coming down here, you can see there's a full catback, so all the way up to the front pipe, and it does hang a little low, but not that low really. I haven't scraped it yet, I don't believe. It clears the diff, so if you need to jack up your car from the diff, there's no issue there. I already did it once. And as you can see, I made my diffuser fit with it as well. So I did have to trim part of the diffuser so that the canister would fit, but it does work. I do think it's a little close to this edge here, so I feel like this bumper will get melted eventually. I'm not sure how else to get it to align better. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to leave it in the comments below. But now we have this empty hole here, which does kind of suck, but I do have a Blitz toe strap on the way. I think it should look kind of cool and also honestly be functional as well. And yeah, we just kind of fill that space there for now until I get a different bumper or find another solution, I guess. So I was reading up on some forums and some other user experiences with this exhaust, and I do have the same kind of slight exhaust leak from the mid pipe and the front pipe connection. I think it's because the flanges, you know, on the front pipe is a little bit smaller than the mid pipe, so it's kind of hard to get the flanges to mate up perfectly, and even with a gasket, it still has a slight leak. So what I found online is you can get a Grimmspeed downpipe adapter. So this car doesn't have a downpipe, but it's the same diameter as the stock downpipe on an STI or whatever, and it should fix that leak per se. So here it is. This is the Grimmspeed downpipe adapter. I will leave a link down below for the exact one I got, because there are two versions of this. There's one for if you had an aftermarket downpipe to go to your OEM exhaust, and then this one is for if you had a aftermarket exhaust going to your OEM downpipe, but in this case this car, it's the front pipe. So as you can see, there's this nice thick gasket. So this side will have this gasket here. This will go on this side. And then this stock donut gasket that's found on your stock exhaust will go on the other side. See, it will kind of like fit through here, just like that. And then give you some new hardware to bolt it all together. So yeah, I'll leave this down below, and hopefully this will fix our slight exhaust leak here. Then I can give you guys a proper sound clip for what this sounds like. So I'm gonna do a couple things. I'm gonna do a normal startup, some revs. I'll do like a launch or something, some bottom throttle, stuff like that, hopefully to give you guys the best impression of this exhaust. If by chance, if any of you guys are an OG subscriber, this setup is still not as loud as my Impreza hatch when I had the quad exit muffler delete and the Catless header. That was definitely way louder than this because of the open cabin. But no doubt this is definitely a loud exhaust. It's louder than my R400, and the drone and everything is gonna be exhaust drone. It's a loud N1 style exhaust, so it's definitely gonna be droney. But if you're used to loud exhaust and you still have a stock front pipe, honestly it is definitely manageable. So I'll show you guys more of that when we get to the sound clips. So it's kind of hard to capture this down here, but as you can see, the mid pipe here for the Greddy exhaust is bigger than the OEM front pipe here, so you can see the flanges are different sized. And I kind of noticed when I put on the exhaust initially that leaked a little bit around here. So yeah, in order to hopefully help that, we're going to install the Grimmspeed adapter, and that should solve our problem here. So I did read on some forums that some other people were experiencing these similar issues, so hopefully this is it, and hope it helps some of you guys out there who's looking to get this exhaust. Alright, so as you can see, this right here, this is the mid pipe, and then that right there is the front pipe, and here's how the gaskets are oriented. So alright, hopefully this angle is good enough to visualize how this adapter works. So this right here is the mid pipe to the Greddy exhaust, and then down there is the front pipe to the car, so the OEM front pipe. As you can see, the donut gasket is back on the OEM front pipe. Then it goes to the adapter with the side I mentioned, it's kind of beveled in for the donut gasket to fit into, and then behind that has the gasket included with the kit, so that is the other thick gasket. And then you have the mid pipe to the Greddy exhaust. So that's kind of how it goes. Super easy install, especially if you already have it on. So really easy install. I really had no issues just swapping out the other gasket for this big set of adapters and gaskets, and I think it should provide a pretty good seal. So we're gonna start it up real quick, see if there's any leaks, and then we can actually get to the proper sound clips for this amazing exhaust. So yeah, let's go check it out. Let's check real quick if there are any leaks. Nope, no leaks at all. You can still hear me.